Hi everybody, Emily here. I just wanted to take a quick minute to go through our KW Winter Park office policy. I get so many questions about this, so I just wanted to spend a quick minute with you going through how you submit your files for review to make sure that you get paid at the closing table. So I have this email that I sent out a few months ago, so I'm just going to walk through what it looks like in our dot-loop world. So in this example, we're going to pretend like we have the listing. So this means I'm representing the client. So in .loop, you'll name your loop whatever the street address is. In this example, I'm going to use 123 Main Street. I have all my files in here. They could be either in one big lump, so you could have all of your files in one PDF, or you can have them split out like this. But you just want to make sure you have all of your required forms in a separate folder. So like in our listing packet, you can see I have all of these listing forms in this folder. And you'll just want to click on Submit for Review. Now it's going to ask me, what am I submitting for review? So in this example, you are representing the client. You'll see here, anytime you get a new listing, you're going to want to submit that for review in .loop within 48 hours after your contract has been executed. You would be in violation of FREC laws if it's not submitted to the brokerage. So when I'm saying submitted, you want to click on that Submit for Review. And I'm going to submit my listing packet. And you'll just go ahead and hit that Submit button. Now, essentially, you are done until you get a contract on that listing. So a lot of times people will go in here in the same little folder and add in their sales documents. But what you're going to want to do is after you've submitted that listing packet for review, just close that folder, because what you're going to want to do is add an additional folder that contains all of your listing sales documents. So that's going to be your executed contract. That's going to be your escrow receipts. That's going to be your seller property disclosures. All of those executed documents, you're going to open up another folder and call it listing sale packet, and also submit that for review in that 48-hour period. So we've already submitted our listing for review after 48 hours after getting that one executed. You can always tell what stage your folder is in by just hovering over this little spot right here, and you'll see we're submitted for review. You'll close that button. And now we got an executed contract on our listing because this market is hot and you're getting contracts within just a couple days. So I'm going to come in here, make sure I have everything in here that I need to submit for review. And anything I don't, you're going to want to make sure you get that out of there. So .loop won't let you delete it, but what you'll want to do is archive it out, because Jimlo is going to go in and look at your file, and if you have stuff in there that you never use or is not fully executed, you're going to want to archive it out. So just get everything out of there and make sure your file is really clean. And you'll also want to come up here and submit that for review. So we've already submitted our listing packet. So I want to go ahead and submit our listing sale packet. So that is, again, any sales contract with all the addendums needs to be submitted 48 hours after being executed. A lot of times people will hold up the process because they haven't received that escrow receipt. Again, I still need the executed contract on file because of our FREC laws. So you can always come back in and add that escrow receipt at a later time. You just click Browse and you can find that escrow receipt and bring it in there after you've already submitted it for review. That is fine. And I'm just going to rename that and call that our escrow receipt. Okay? So now where a lot of times people is, so we can see I've submitted this for review. So a lot of times people think they are done. But if you come back here to this, I know a lot of you have seen this, you'll enter the contract into .loop, and you're going to go ahead and create that green sheet. Creating that green sheet is going to be what sends your file to compliance. If you only submit it for review and don't go in and do your green sheet, your file will not be reviewed. So immediately after you hit that Submit for Review button, go ahead and click on that View Details And then you can just click right up here, see how it says submit to green sheet. You'll just want to click on that. Make sure your pop-up blocker is off so we can go ahead and get that green sheet to pop up. So you just want to refresh your screen, submit to green sheet, and now you see how another screen has popped up. I do have another video and another training class that goes through how to submit this green sheet, but just know that 48 hours after getting that contract executed, you come in here, click on your submit for review button and make sure that listing sale packet gets reviewed, and then you'll come over here and submit that green sheet. Then it's going to be sent to Jim Lowe for compliance review. So after he gets his hands on it, he's going to look in here and make sure you have everything completed. After everything has been completed, he's either going to mark your file compliance complete, or he might return it to agent. So if it is missing any signatures or any initials, he's going to let you know. And then you'll just come back to this sale packet, fix whatever little love note he might have given you, and then click submit for review again. So once you've corrected those errors, then you'll click on submit for review again. And you'll just click listing sale packet, and you can say escrow now included. So anything that he needed, you can just resubmit it. This is also where people think they are done. So after you create the green sheet, 48 hours prior to closing, you'll want to go in and request a DA. And to do that, all you have to do is email me in the following format. So this is 48 hours prior to your deal closing. This right here. So just tell me the property address, sales price, closing date, commissions percentage, and if there's any outside referrals, and who is paying the $2.99 transaction fee. My email is emilyc@kw.com, and you just email me in this following format. So if you follow all of these steps right here, and if you want me to email you a copy of this office policy, just let me know. If you follow all of this, then you will be getting paid at closing. So after you email me, I am going to send you what is called a DA. That is our disbursement authorization. That is what gets you paid at the closing table. You'll email that DA to the title company. Then at the closing table, they will cut you 2 separate checks, one for Keller Williams and one for you as the agent. After closing, you just bring in the HUD or the closing documents and the market center check to me, and then you're done. So just really quickly, the clients are signing the paperwork. Anytime you get an executed listing or sale, you have 48 hours to submit it for review. If it's a contract, you're going to enter that contract into Outlook, and then immediately go in and create the green sheet. So to get to the green sheet, just one more time, you click on that View Details button, submit to green sheet, make sure your pop-up blockers are off, fill out all the red requirements, click Submit to MCA, and then you're done until that 48 hours before closing. 48 hours before closing, you're going to request that DA by emailing me in this following format, and then you get paid at closing. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me, emilyc@kw.com, but I hope this helps. All right, see you guys.